Are people underestimating Filip Hrgovic? Are boxing fans looking over him? Is everyone just predicting a Moses Itauma KO, a vicious KO in the first 5 rounds? Is that the case? It feels like it. And I include myself in that as well. I have to be honest. Like, before the fight was officially announced, before they had the press conference and everything like that, I dropped the video kind of talking about this potential clash. And I feel like watching my own video back, I feel like I was a bit dismissive of Hrgovic, as if I didn't really put on display his accomplishments and his boxing skills. Do you know what I mean? It's like I feel as if I was being a little bit disrespectful towards Filip Hrgovic. And listen, I apologize about that as well, because I don't like to come across like that, especially to fighters. You know what I mean? I respect all these fighters. They put the work in, the work hard, and I fully respect them. You know what I mean? And I took on board some of the comments from that video. You know what I mean? I took my time. I read the comments and I debated with people, went back and forth, and people were telling me, yo, Enzo, like, you should really check out Filip Hrgovic. Look deep into his record. Like, this guy's, like, he's skilled, man. The guy can fight, you know, and he's going to bring problems to Moses Itauma that he hasn't faced thus far. And I get it. I fully understand it. But you know what, yeah? You know what? Saying all that, the press conference happened yesterday, right? And there's something in the body language, the demeanor of Filip Hrgovic, that's just got me feeling a little bit worried for Moses Itauma. I'm just going to keep it real, man. You know what I mean? I know a lot of boxing fans out there, especially British boxing fans. You know what I mean? Some of them, they're looking at these fights as if it's a full-gone conclusion. Like, as if, like, Moses Itauma just has to turn up and he's going to knock him out. You know, like, I don't think that's going to be the case. Like, after watching the press conference, and I'm going to share a clip of the sound bites of the press conference and what Filip Hrgovic had to say about Moses Itauma, so you can really get a full understanding of what I'm going to discuss in this video, yeah? A lot of people are thinking like, yo, this fight is a full-gone conclusion. Like, Moses Itauma is too young, too fast, you know what I mean? Hand speed, fast feet, you know what I mean? Like, just boxing skills, power, you know, southpaw. They just feel like, people are thinking, yo, Moses Itauma is just going to go out there and just blast this guy out of the water. I certainly don't believe that's the case. I'm just going to keep it real. And if I came across like that on my last video, listen, hey, my bad, man. You know what I mean? I take full accountability. Like, do you know what I mean? Listen, if you swayed by me, yeah, if I misled you, yeah, listen, mate, do not be misled. I'm telling you right now, this fight is going to be a war, mate. Like, this fight is a 50-50 for me. After watching the press conference, the demeanor, the body language of Filip Hrgovic, now he means business, man. Now I'm gonna play the clip, yeah. This part of the press conference where Filip Hrgovic was asked about Moses Itauma, and I'm gonna play to you what he had to say about Moses Itauma. And you know what? To me, yeah, this is one of the coldest lines in boxing at a press conference. You know what I mean? Let me know in the comments if you agree with it. I wanna play it now, yeah. So let's listen up, my people.
History said that Moses never reached the promised land, and history repeats, right?
We wait and find out. How does it repeat in your eyes in the ring on the 29th of August?
Yeah, my job is to stop him to reach the promised land, to become champion, to become next star, which he got all the attributes to be, you know. He got country behind him, promotion. So since beginning of his career, they building him into the big star. He got the talent, speed, and punching power, and yeah, everybody predicting that he's the next big star in boxing. And I'm here to stop him, of course. He got all on the table, you know. He didn't sacrifice a lot for that where he is now. I think my path was much harder, much harder. I work so hard to get into this position, and I feel like everything what he achieved was like given. Of course, he's working hard, he's training every day, but it's not the same kind of struggle what I went through and he and himself.
Listening to that press conference and what Filip Hrgovic had to say, by the way, that line he drops about Moses never reaching the promised land. I mean, listen, I'm not the most religious person, but I do know my Bible scriptures. You know what I mean? I know a little bit. Yeah. And yes, Moses, if you go back to the Old Testament, Moses never made it to the promised land. God said to him, you're not going to see it. You're not going to make it. I think he's sorry from a distance, but he never made it there. He died. Yeah. So that is one of the coldest lines, man. You know, and Filip Hrgovic, to me, in that press conference, just came across as a man who, he's got the bit between his teeth. He's got a point to prove. You know, like he said, Moses Itauma didn't come through the same path as I did. Everything's been laid out for him. You know, he's got the promotion, he's got the hype, he's got the brand deals. Like, he's had everything given to him. Like, I really had to hustle for this. Like, I really had to put in the work, like blood, sweat, and tears. Like, I came through the rough. Like, I really had to get it from the mud. Like, he's talking to that kid, you know? And for me, Filip Hrgovic just looks the most focused, the most concentrated. You know what I mean? He looks fully locked in for this fight. And this is the most fully locked in I've ever seen Filip Hrgovic. Obviously, listen, he has to for obvious reasons because this guy not in there against the most talented young prospect of our time right now in Moses Itauma. So he fully has to be locked in. But it's just something about Filip Hrgovic, his demeanor, the way he's going about things, the way he's speaking. He's got a point to prove. You know, Moses Itauma has all these praises coming his way, yeah? He's predicted to be a future world champion. Everyone's talking about him as if he's the best thing since sliced bread. People are hyping him up. He's got a promotion. He's got everything going for him. And you know what? That, to Filip Hrgovic, is an extra incentive for him. He wants to be the man that stops that hype train. He wants to be the guy that takes everything away from Moses Itauma. Like, people are talking about Moses Itauma like being a champion before he's even faced any real challenges. And I feel like Filip Hrgovic feels a bit disrespected by some of the comments, you know, and you can see in his face, you know, even when he smiles, you can see like there's some spite in that smile, you know, there's some venom there, there's some anger, there's some hate, you know, like he's fueled up, he's ready for war. And I feel like we're gonna get a different type of Filip Hrgovic. We're really gonna get Filip the animal Hrgovic in this fight. And Moses Itauma has to be very careful, very, very careful and cautious how he approaches this fight. If he thinks that he can just walk in there and spark out Filip Hrgovic, and he's got another thing coming, yeah, he's going to have a rude awakening because no one's ever stopped Filip Hrgovic. He's been knocked down by Zhile Zhang, but apparently he got hit behind the head and then got pushed, whatever happened there. But Filip Hrgovic, he's a tough guy. He's got a granite chin. I mean, Dubois beat the daylight living out of him, headbutted him, cut him up. The guy, even though the fight was stopped, but he was still on his feet. Now, think about how Dubois stopped Anthony Joshua. He wasn't able to do that to Filip Hrgovic. This guy is the real deal. He deserves the respect from us, the boxing fans. And also, I really, truly hope that Moses Itauma is respecting Filip Hrgovic, is respecting, you know, the skills that Filip Hrgovic, the threat that Filip Hrgovic is going to bring to this fight. And I'm sure he is, because every single fighter, they respect each other because they know what it takes. They know training every day, waking up 6 a.m., going for a run, hitting the bags, the pads, sparring. They know what it takes to get to this level. So fighters, they respect each other. A lot of the shit that you hear in press conferences is all sportsmanship, you know? But all I'm saying is that Moses Itauma would have never faced a credible opponent like Filip Hrgovic. Itauma, now you are in with the big dogs. This is the real deal now, the road dog. This is Filip the Animal Hrgovic, and he's going to bring all the smoke. Hrgovic is bringing all the smoke. He's not having none of it. Oh, yeah, he's a southpaw. Oh, yeah, he's got power. He's got speed. He's the future champion. Yeah, Moses Itauma, like, mate, he doesn't care about any of that. He's coming to take Moses Itauma's head off. And you know what, yeah? He might do it. I'm just keeping it real. By the way, this ain't the fight breakdown. This ain't my final prediction yet. That's going to come in a couple of weeks. We're going to do all that. You know how I do it on this channel. But this fight is a 50-50 as of right now, man. From what I'm hearing from Hrgovic, he looks fully locked in. He's on this. And if Moses Itauma goes in that ring slacking, if he doesn't prepare 100%, yeah, he's going to lose this fight. I'm just keeping it real, man. Filip Hrgovic, this guy is the real deal. People better show him some respect. Put some respect on Filip Hrgovic's name. Trust me. Trust me. Do not dismiss him. Do not overlook Filip Hrgovic. I'm sure Moses Itauma and his team, Ben Davison, they ain't doing that. They ain't overlooking him. But a lot of fans, especially British fans, are overlooking Filip Hrgovic. I kind of made that mistake. I ain't going to do that. Trust me. I ain't going to do that. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep it real. Yeah, Filip Hrgovic is the real deal. He's a world-class fighter. This ain't Dillian White. This ain't Jermaine Franklin, Dempsey McCain. This ain't Mike Balogun. This ain't none of them guys that were washed up, ended their careers, never amounted to nothing major. This guy in Filip Hrgovic is an Olympian, highest caliber, world-class fighter, top 10 ranked fighter in the heavyweight division. The first time that Moses Itauma will be facing a ranked fighter. He's fighting a world-class fighter in Filip Hrgovic. And you know what? He's in for a fight, mate. He's in for a war. He better take Filip Hrgovic serious. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, my people. I really want to hear what you have to say. What chances are you giving Filip Hrgovic against Moses Itauma? Do you see him beating Moses Itauma? Like, seriously. Yeah, I really want to hear what you have to say. Let me know in the comments. Smash the likes. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. It's me, your boy Enzo, the realest in the game. I'll see you soon with another one. Until then, stay blessed. Peace out.